Welcome everyone to Topic Wonders. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Doing good.
All right. So there was some confusion today about this YouTube announcement that said that they want you to have 4,000 hours of content and at least 1,000 subscribers. I made a joke video today. Okay, but the standards that came out have nothing to do with me.
No.
Because I put out way too much content to even be...
It's all combined, basically. I was watching...
Right. I mean, the whole year I do 1,000 videos. It's well over 4,000 hours. So it's not even a loose sleepover, basically. I have my monetization. I guess every month I generate thousands upon thousands of views, maybe close to 10,000, I don't know, or more. So this doesn't affect me, but it does affect smaller YouTubers. Now, of course, I'm considered a small YouTuber, but this doesn't affect me. But I did a joke video just to show, because I was kind of worried about, you know, I love watching YouTube and I love watching other YouTubers. And I watch small YouTubers also, everybody, right? And I just don't want the content to be like filler. Like, I don't like a Walking Dead filler episode. I don't like certain episodes you just put out just to put out.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about the content, you know, losing its mojo there because people are afraid that they don't have enough stuff out and they're just going to put out stuff to put out stuff. You know, make sure the stuff you put out is worthy to be watched. And
yeah, they were talking about it on DeFranco's show, and they were saying it was kind of some feared this is due to the
Logan Paul.
This is no,
Logan Paul,
it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with pretty much the Adpocalypse 1.0 and 3.0.
Right.
Those dipshits, pardon my French,
right,
who made it appear as though, oh, this is a kid-friendly video. And then you go to watch it, and it's like, this is...
It's somebody makes it worse for other people. Yeah. That's the thing that sucks. But at the same time, then we get the other YouTubers that are like, well, if you can't do this, then get the hell out.
And they're not grandfathered in either. So...
Right. But the thing that bothers me is, yes, I know there's top YouTubers like Keemstar and PewDiePie and Logan Paul and, you know, all these things. But, like, that is their job. I get it. It's not my job, but I still put heart into it as if it is my job, you know? But to be forced to do, like, something, like a certain amount, it used to be so easy with YouTube. You used to be a partner right away. Now you got to do steps to be a partner. I understand, but I'm a partner. But I didn't need to have a lot of subs to start making money. I mean, when I started doing videos, maybe it's because I put out a lot of content. I made $100 in no time, you know, and then 100 here, 100 here. Now, it's not every month. It's not every couple of months, but it's just a weird thing. I mean, I've made over $1,000 on YouTube, but that's over like 6 years, you know?
Yeah.
But that's not that great if you think about it. I mean, but the whole goal is to make more money, you know? So we'll see. But it's just rough for other YouTubers, that's all. And I don't agree. My thing is not only do you have to deal with that, but like 90% of your videos gets hit with not suitable for, not advertiser friendly. And it's not true. And YouTube is really screwing over me and everybody because, like, we did an ABC video where we just said the alphabet just to test my theory. And they flagged it for like a week or so, right? Or a couple of days.
Yeah.
But it generated like tons of views.
And that's the problem is
that I didn't get because it's like
the money market section is only like within that first few hours of you put it out.
When you put out a video, it's good for a day right away. After it gets past the day, then it may not be watched. I mean, if it's a week, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless people can just decide they're bored, they scroll your channel. I still can, and I was saying this the other day, I still can't find my content from, like, the Real Hooliganz Cast 52, let's say, right? I'm trying to create a playlist so it's easy for people to just go into the playlist, go to Real Hoovians, watch them all, right?
Yeah.
And I can't find stuff. And I'm like, well, what the hell? And it's because I believe that's done on the Zoom. And they want their Google Hangout, which is not fair. I think a lot of things that are happening is not fair. I think that, you know, you can't have a monopoly, but then you can't have, Google should not be with YouTube.
No.
Like causing, well, if you do a Zoom, we're going to make it where you can't see it. I think that's against the law. You can't really, that's like a one-sided thing. And their stupid mentality has caused them to have competition now with Amazon doing an Amazon Tube, which they're going to have their own now, where we're going to do videos on. But you can't be like, you can't have an ego, you can't be greedy. And when you get greedy like that, there's going to be consequences, you know? And I just wish, you know, they wouldn't like treat you like crap if you do it on the Zoom. I mean, so what? Sometimes the Google doesn't work.
Yes.
And you have to do it on Zoom. A lot of times we've had some problems, and I don't have time to try to fix it. So if Google doesn't work, I go right off Google and I do Zoom. If Zoom doesn't work, I go right to Google. Eventually, if we get a third or fourth one, I'll do that. But I need to get my videos out, my podcasts out. I don't have time for this garbage. So we weren't on Google for like over a month because we had too many problems, whatever bugs were in their system. So, and I'm not bashing Google, I know, but I'm just telling a fact out there. But that doesn't mean that you block the access to the video.
That's wrong. Yeah, that is absolutely wrong.
You want people, like, you make money from people. Like, let's just say I do a video. I'm pretty sure YouTube makes like 80% of the video.
Yeah.
And then they'll throw you like peanuts. You know what I'm saying? But you're making money off of us at the end of the day. Like, stop being greedy with stuff, you know? That's what I think. And stop being where you're hurting YouTubers. Like, I should be able to find Real Hoovians Cast 52. It's not blocked. It's not taken down. Like, just because it's on a Zoom doesn't mean crap. But I'm having problems right now.
Yeah.
So, but there you go. And that's the YouTube nonsense going on. Another thing that bothers me is the stupid friggin' weather. Like, if you're going to report the weather, right, and you don't know what the weather's going to be, then don't have these apps and these things. Because here's the thing. I look at the apps every day, and I'm like, okay, do I leave work early? Do I leave, you know, like, what do I do? You know, and then my boss, he asking me, we're looking at the apps. So today was supposed to be that we're getting, like, a lot of snow, okay, at 7 in the morning. Now, I was told, look, don't take the chance, because then if you leave at 9 and then it starts going crazy, then you're going to be stuck here or whatever, or it's just going to be a rough commute. So I said, you know what, okay, made a deal, I work from home, right? But there's nothing out there. It was rain and a little bit of snow and rain, nothing stuck. It was a waste. I mean, I got stuff accomplished here, mind you, okay. But the app was like phony baloney. There's no snow. There's no nothing. I mean, you ruin people's days. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. They can never predict the weather as much as they want to predict the weather. So no snow whatsoever, really. Sticking.
Control it.
It did snow, but it just didn't stick.
Yeah, which pretty much happens here in Oklahoma half the time. Is that, it's predicted on snowing, but it's cold enough to have it, but it evaporates before it even hits the ground half the time.
Now, another thing that was bothering me, I was talking about it briefly today. I can't stand it that these comic books, you have a comic like Amazing Spider-Man.
And it's weekly or bi-weekly.
Keep the story in Amazing. You're making where you have to get now Venom. All right. But then they make it where Venom's like weekly or something. Which is like, are you out of your effing mind? And not only that, but then they create a book for it. Like, they created a book called Venom Inc. You had to get. Then you get Amazing, then you get Venom. Then you would have to get Venom Inc. Omega, which finishes it off, right? This book is $5, $4.99, a penny shy of $5.
Then
it's $5.
If you're going to do that, then do a trade. Then do a trade paperback.
But they do the trade after it's done. But that's not what I'm talking about.
I know.
Don't do separate books. It's all in Amazing Spider-Man. Maybe I don't want to get Venom. Maybe I don't like what's going on in the comic. I don't have to be forced to get Venom. And then now you're forcing me to get a book that doesn't exist just for 2 months.
That's the point.
Or 2 issues.
That way they can come back later and says, well, look at our sales on this particular comic. It's through the roof. Well, of course it's through the roof. You started in one comic book, and then you force your readers to pick up another, and then force your other readers to pick up another within weeks' time.
But nobody gives a crap about Venom Inc.
Like that.
Nobody gives a crap about Venom Inc. a year from now because there's 1 or 2 different comics, right? It's not a regularly comic. So in other words, the people that have a budget will drop a comic or 2 or 5 to get the Venom Inc. And then you're wondering, why isn't anybody getting Thor? Why isn't anybody getting Iron Man? Well, because they don't have the damn money because you're Oh my God. Another example, right? Avengers. I wanted to get back into Avengers after a while, right? There was 3 or 4 different books. You needed the New Avengers, the Avengers with X-Men, Avengers with this. Too many damn books. So what they decided they were supposed to do is they were supposed to just have 1 book. But no, it's not that simple. So what they say is, all right, we're going to eliminate all these Avengers books, but we're going to keep the Avengers weekly, which defeated the purpose. Okay, you had 4 Avengers books.
You're still paying out the same amount, even though you dropped those other books.
Let's just say you had 4 Avengers books, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have the 4 Avengers books, but now you have the Avengers 4 times. It defeats the purpose. The whole argument is it's too much money, and people don't want that. So then don't make Avengers weekly, okay? Let me tell you something. Back in the day, this would have worked in '87 when the bi-weeklies, because the comic was 75 cents.
Yeah.
Okay? This is $5 or $4. People nowadays are like, oh my God, I can't stand the weeklies or bi-weeklies. They don't have $100 a month now for you. So stop it with the damn bi-weekly stuff. End this crap. This Avengers thing now, the funny thing was,
they're pretty much killing their own self by doing it weekly to bi-weekly now. If you're going to have a comic book that amount, then if you're going to do this a bi-weekly thing, then one of them better be a damn special.
Right. And this storyline that they got now with Avengers, first of all, the guy decides, I'm going to make this Avenger one of the original Avengers. I'm going to retcon the whole effing Avengers history and say that she was always an original Avenger all along. They put her in the damn statue. They put her in the damn thing. And now Voyager is an original Avengers. And then what they're doing now in the comics, they're going back and they're re-showing artwork from that issue, but they're adding her in, saying dialogue. And I'm like, stop retconning shit. People don't like that. Create original character. Don't make it like she's an original Avenger. Make it like...
There was at least a reason for Rom not being included in a few of the comic books later on, because Marvel had lost the rights to it. There was, hey Ben, there was at least an explanation. Here they're actually purposely going in, going, okay, this person wasn't here, but we want to make certain they're over here.
Right. Right. You know, and the thing was, I went today, and I'm like, I'm going to pick this up, right? And guess what? I went to pick it up, and it's sold out. And I'm like, how the hell does it sell out in like 3 hours? I think what's happening is, I think that these comic companies, because of the stupid multiple covers and everything, they're not getting a lot of copies. They're not getting a lot of copies because they can't take it anymore with the multiple covers and everything else. So it's like, it's not, you know. And I was going to go at 12 o'clock, but then I was doing podcasts and things, and I was like, all right. How you doing, Ben?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're purposely limiting comic book, not I don't want to say companies, but comic book shops to a certain amount.
No, it's not that Scott. It's not that they're limiting them to a certain amount. They're making it where they're going to go bankrupt because they have to. They are forcing them to get different of the covers that they ordinarily wouldn't get. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It's that you're going to order, let's say, 10 copies of Avengers.
Yeah.
And now you're going to have Avengers. Then you're going to have Avengers special cover. That's right with gloss and oh my God, it's just like Legacy. They had like 15 or 10, 12 different covers, and it's like you got to get all the damn covers now. It's like
now if all the damn covers connected to make one big unique puzzle, fine. But if that's all if all of it.
But even then, man, even then, it's the same story, man. You wouldn't do that. And then look, I am glad I got a cool poster now. Okay. And the thing is,
oh cool, it's the old school Avengers.
Well, no. It's the retconned old school Avengers because it has
get that new chick out of there.
There it is, retconned. There's Voyager.
I don't want Voyager in that picture. It should just be the old school best.
Okay, so, but this is even better.
Oh, cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
I know. This thing is the best poster my friend got from Jade, who gave it to me. Oh, I love it. It's my favorite. I want to put it up because it has everybody in it. Like in this Guardians of the Galaxy part of that. It's like, oh my God, like the Avengers and everything.
Beast down below there.
You got the Wasp across the whole thing with different outfits.
Yeah, my Marvel poster's outdated. I need to get a new one.
But then you got it when the Inhumans were great. When you had Crystal and Quicksilver.
That's got Moon Knight. That's got Moon Knight up there.
Yes, and my favorite, Mockingbird, the way she's supposed to be. And Yondu from the Guardians of the Galaxy. There's Hawkeye. I mean, this was fantastic. You got Namor. You got
Aquaman.
This is great, man. This was great. You got Rick Jones with the Hulk.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man. I mean, you got the Black Knight. I mean, there's everybody on here. Hank Pym was, everybody. Swordsman, Iron Man. There's so many freaking people on here. It was great. So, West Coast Avengers, New Warriors on here. It was like really cool. Like there was like, I mean this is actually the storyline. They're gonna have every Avenger is gonna be in this storyline right now. So that's the thing. And it's gonna, I guess, tell how this is retconned, where she is an original Avenger, I guess. Or something, and I apologize, I can't hold this word up. Yeah.
And you can actually look at it and tell that she's not even part of that original thing. It looks like they just...
It's a big eyesore.
Yeah, it's a big eyesore, yeah. That's right. Like, now I can't hold the damn thing. Right, whatever. I'm going to have to fix this later. But anyway, yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, do I want to get Avengers every damn week now? I just wanted to pick it up. It's like, come on, now you're forcing me to get like 20 issues. That's
so basically defeating your cancellation of the other 3.
Yeah, you defeat your purpose of now you can't get the other stuff.
You're making up your money by putting out weekly to bi-weekly.
Right. And again, it's a thing where you don't want to do that. You don't want to like. Nobody wants to get the bi-weeklies. They don't learn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing.
Like you said, back in the late, or pretty much between the 80s and 90s, when comic books were like $1 a pop or
right,
it's a pop, fine. But now when they've got them, you almost have to
figure it out. Yeah.
Just to get one set of comic books. No.
I know. No. So that, and there's another thing too now. Some of the books have been dropping, like like they suck. And it's like they're going to be canceled anyway. So it's like, why are you even getting the book then? It's going to be canceled. So it's an interesting topic, Wonders, that we're talking about the YouTube stuff, the comic book stuff. You know. But again, my channel going forward again with the YouTube thing, we're nowhere near having issues because there's way too much content, way too much views that we get, we have more subscribers. We're not, you know, we're not having problems. So it's just only a matter of, am I able to do all the videos, because half the times I'm very busy lately too. Yeah. Anything going on, Ben? Like any real life topics?
Not really.
Okay. So we'll be back with the Everything Show. Take care. Bye for now.